Alrighty, take number 2, so hopefully my audio doesn't corrupt this time. Knock on wood. Alright, so, it is the reset in Destiny. This is the second time I'm going over this. So, when you log in today, after reset or sometime during this week, it is the last week of Solstice, and because of that, Bungie has given us permanent Prism Day. For those that don't know, Prism Day is basically you can run any subclass and any of the empowerments will apply to said subclass. I could be running an Arc subclass, my friend could be running a Void subclass, my other friend could be running a Solar subclass, and we would all be able to get our empowerments because Prism Day allows all empowerments to be active. Now, on top of what's going around, it is another kind of flat week in Destiny, but I don't blame Bungie for that. This is just kind of after they've blown the load of everything they got. So, going through Crucible, we have Showdown for a Rotator match, no boosted Valor or Glory there. Now, for our Vanguard, this is important because it is the Disgraced this week, with also the Shadow Price Palindrome and Swarm all available for Adept variants as well. Now, important to know, this is the week that you will be able to attain Gilded Conqueror if you have not been able to get that yet. But if you have not kept up week by week, I think either next week or this... either next week or the week after that, the Nightfall playlist will open where you could pick any of the Nightfalls that can be Grandmastered this week. Now, moving on, Gambit, there's nothing new there. Now, let's go through the raids and Europa. We have Oracle Challenge for Vault of Glass, and that basically makes it so that you can only break one Oracle per phase. So basically everyone just picks an Oracle, and every time it ends, you just rotate your positions. Now, it's also discipline focused armor for the Master if people are hunting armor out of there. Now, moving on to Europa, we have the Survival Simulation for the Exo Challenge. We have the Dark Priestess for the Empire Hunt, Eventide Ruins for Eclipse Zone, and Red Rover for our Crypt Challenge mode. This one's basically in Crypt Security. Everyone must do Operator, so you have to do 3 phases worth of damage each time around. Now, going through as well, that is most of the new stuff, and there isn't much happening in Destiny. There's no more new challenges. Those have all flighted. There is the Path of Splicer, but that is done in terms of new content. But we are still on an Epilogue to come out. Wait a minute. Why did that just look weird? Oh, that was just a jet stream. Okay, so going over this quickly, I'll cover the weapons, but not the armor this week, because there's no real good spikes except for the Warlock that is important. That is wrong. So, Toil and Trouble, we have Autoloading Holster Threat Detector with a bunch of good mag and barrel perks, Smooth War or Fall Choke. I would go with either of those for the best. Accurized Rounds or Light Mag, I would also go for those with the best. Just because Light Mag does boost range and increase mag size, as well as a range masterwork, always important for a shotgun. Now for the Night Watch, we have Moving Target Outlaw, Extended Mag option, and an Alloy Mag option for boosted reload when empty, Polygonal for stability boost, and the Hammer Forged for a range boost, as well as handling masterwork. 7 Seraph VY7, I could never say that right. Feeding Frenzy, 4 times a charm, an actually good roll, and 4 times a charm is an option considering that this thing is predictable and stable enough that you can actually pull off 4 times a charm. In addition, we have Extended Mag for boosted magazine size and accurized rounds for better range. Extended Barrel for better range, and Fluted Barrel for better stability and handling. Now, going to the last prediction, this one is a Crucible roll. If I've seen one recently, it is Snapshot Sights with Under Pressure, Attack Mag for bonus stability, as well as reload, and mag size, just general boosts all around, and Extended Mag just for plain more bullets, as well as a either short zoom or a long zoom scope, and a range masterwork. Now, I'm gonna just do the same thing. I'll put them on screen just for those who are curious, but these grenade launchers they've been selling, aside from this memory interdict, maybe, they've honestly all been quite crap. So it's Clown Cartridge Unrelenting, and I would honestly just pair with Alloy Casing over the Augmented Drum, just because with Clown Cartridge you could probably get more, but I don't know, maybe you'll be able to boost outside of Augmented Drum. But that's kind of crap, so time to just fast travel down to the hangar and see what Ada has. Because I looked through the armor, I'm just going to try to keep this brief. There wasn't anything really that good. Hunter, I think, got it worse this time around. It's all like the blue open world errand set, so it's no good real lookers in terms of armor. but I think Warlock was the only ones that had anything good. It's basically if you were trying to do some sort of tank melee build. Now, to see what I mean, gloves and chest here are both boosted resilience and strength spike, both at not generally low roll, but it's 24 spike and resilience and everything else. The helmet is quite low and the boots are all around. I wouldn't exactly recommend them, but if you don't have anything better, I would pick that up. It's not like a few weeks ago when that Wild Hunt vest was like 20 into like 30 recovery or whatever it was. But a quick PSA regarding synthesis as the season ends, and people got angry over this before initially when they heard about it. But you know that thing, the way we're limited to the only amount of bounties, certain amount of bounties per character per thing? I would recommend that if you have any left, you just plain do them and get the synthweave bolts, the plates, the weaves, whatever. I just said weaves twice. But I would recommend getting all these bounties done and getting as many of the transmog parts as you can, these little buggers. Because if you don't, by the end of the season, all the ones you would have will reset and you'll just have a lot less synthweave materials than you could have had. And, well, it's a little bit rough if you just don't have as many just because you didn't do the work. So I'd recommend doing all these bounties that you can before the season ends, just to be sure. Aside from that, my name is Matt Scorpion. That's all I got. I shortened it down a bit. Because freaking audio corruption, I thought about putting it out, but it was way more broken than I thought after going through the file. So with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.